Hey, I'm gonna make this one maybe bilingual. I'm just waiting actually to recycle two little items of this size for the recycling place to open because the bottle depot in Parksville doesn't want to take it. The two kids there, they don't want to lose their jobs and follow and break any of the rules. And you can tell they used to be good kids and they're starting to become jerks. You know, they'd probably be great candidates to join the VIU sports teams. A lot of nice kids are turned into jerks when they go into these things. Competition, such as the monetary paradigm for jobs and things like that, makes people jerks. So, anyways, I am wasting a lot of my limited resources. I can't even find access to water sometimes to do my dishes, and I run out of the two bowls I have to do that because that's who you are. I'm a good person. I want to do my civic duty, and I apply for jobs all the time, and I do great at jobs. Except it confuses people that let's say I'm defending my human rights at the same time. Oh my God, what is it? I'm the boss here. Why do you not act like I want you to be my slave? I mean, I know you're right, but I mean, I'm the boss. Anyways, okay, let's stick to democracy. This is what this one is. I see in line A, I saw in Parksville here a lot of people, older people, and they believe, they feel good. They're coming out. I feel good. I'm so powerful. I put in this vote for one of the screwed up parties that we have in Canada. And watching the news, who is in the lead? Is it Conservatives, Liberal right now, right? Two of the biggest losing parties when it comes to, evaluated by human standards. And so it's kind of neck and neck, like the last two hockey teams in the finals, and it really is they're not really thinking about the long term. Some of them might feel good going for the Green Party, but I don't believe in the existence of the Green Party. So this vlog, maybe no another one that I just filmed that was pissed off when I learned here that they closed why you can't even wash your hands after, and I put my hand out to get I think it was 80 cents back to have come here and he puts it on a counter instead, and he's got gloves, and maybe there's a rule that he can't drop it in my hand without touching my hand. It makes no sense. So anyways, what I wanted to say is I watch these people that are older people, and they have created already, before I was born, a society that is crashing when people stop putting on the rose-colored glasses. And so I never got an answer from the MLA of all the emails after I met her, and she was happy with how I made a good connection with her dog, and she wanted to just do one thing at a time, and she may or may not have done something with the Ministry of Poverty Creation. I don't know, but they're still not answering a lot of the things I asked the Ministry of Poverty Creation, documenting all these things, how you are failed as a species and a proto society in Canada. Now, she didn't answer the MLA the question about hey, is that the only way to get on the voting list to have the power to vote is to do your taxes? And then she didn't know, like, this was a Gord John one. And she didn't know the answer, but she never got back to me about it. And she might think maybe, if she didn't forget already, is that it's the other candidate in Nanaimo, Campbell River, that would do it. But of course, Campbell River would also very likely refuse me because I live in a motorhome, no fixed address. So what, you spent most of your time in Sparksville recently? Okay, well then you should go back to the Parksville place. So it's a waste of time. There's no real democracy in Canada. There's no real problem solving. So how do you get on that list to vote if not the taxes, when I am not even able to do my taxes, and I've been begging the CRA to audit my file and give me the money they owe me and explain why I can't log into my account for years? So no answers on that. I see a lot of signs, like some are big. Gord John, oh my God, is it Gord John or John's? Anyways, it was just a guy who avoids me, like anybody else that knows I'm capable of asking some pretty good questions. And he's got huge signs. So I'm always curious after the elections, how many of those signs will be left, and sometimes left for too long or forgotten, and they're big and they'll kind of start littering and they kind of fall down over, and it's ugly. I noticed also the Green Party don't have their names on it. They're smaller. So is it because maybe they don't want the names on it? And why? Why don't they identify by name? And also, is it, will there be a difference when I kind of drive around and see, okay, there's more of the Gordon signs still up after the elections, whether he won or not. Compared to maybe all the Green Party took him down already, or they have people to help with that. But why no names? It's like these guys are afraid to lose their jobs here. Well, it's the same thing, I think, with the Green Party. Is they're not allowed, but I also believe they're not capable of having real green values because they're afraid they'd lose their job. So, I'm curious about permanent residence, which Canada will make easier and easier to come in if you're a worker bee and you kind of settle into something that is on its way to crash, but still you're a good kind of worker, and the money keeps being pushed up to the top. Well, how are these hard workers who are paying taxes not able to vote? Is there something going on with this that is going to change and improve and give them the right? Unfortunately, a lot of the people that I've met that are immigration related did the opposite of what I told a Filipino friend one time. Is I'm for immigration if you leave the bad stuff there and bring the good stuff, and don't take our bad stuff, take only our good stuff, which is hard to find. And it's not what they did. So that means they're a typical Canadian, so they should have the ability to vote. Of course, there's, again, no suitable candidates to vote for, but I think that no matter who wins, let's say even the Green Party wins, and it's easy to demonstrate that they're not really understanding enough of everything that they should if they had an ecocentric worldview and they had a dominant natural world scientific worldview. I think they should say that anybody from now on, even after Harper really, that studied any kind of sciences, really the sciences, and that includes the social sciences, is they should not pay back any student loans. Start with that. But anybody that studied an MBA or anything business or economics related they should be maybe getting free later after we kind of dominate more scientific kind of paradigms. It's a good idea. I mean, would the Green Party even think about it? If I send them that idea, will they kind of not respond to me, and then will it take a year or 2 or 3 before I hear them kind of, plagiarize me in this way instead of just collaborate with me to make it work efficiently, this idea? I don't know. What accounts for all the stupid results when you see voting and you see how many people vote for stupid candidates that they don't really know, and they justify it the same way that years ago when I was in Ladysmith and even Nanaimo, is there was people wanting to sign petition to decriminalize marijuana, and these people had to sit down. If I asked more than 2 questions in a row, they were like, life was hard on them, and they believed it had beneficial results, and they didn't even have a medical reason to use it. They just wanted to do it for rec reasons, so they didn't have to answer more than 2 questions. I don't know. Maybe they should become politicians. So I don't know. I mean, when we see the results, we'll see whoever voted, and it might not be a strong number of Canadians. And if it is, and they didn't say no suitable candidates, I'd like to hear if there was ballots that did this. Of course, there won't be. But who votes for these stupid parties and stupid candidates that you can see are not that bright? And you guys treat elections like a reality TV show, and you hope this person will win because you identify more with this idiot than that idiot. It's kind of not how I define democracy. And more and more crimes in Canada are happening because they don't want to do their jobs, the MP. They decriminalize this, they decriminalize this, and they kind of They don't even know much about the importance of mental health and education and a healthy environment. There's a lot of teenagers committing suicide right now. I'm not hearing that in the news. Why is what some stupid candidate said at a stupid debate more important than the stats of the reasons why these kids, like I said before, are dying at a younger age than their parents and grandparents, and this is not a wartime? Well, it is a war. I mean, we are at war with our own future, and we're trying to win this war, so we have no future. So it's kind of crazy that people think the people primates are a successful species. Again, sue candidates. Whoever wins, sue them right away. And being a candidate right now, is ridiculous because they will have unsolvable problems based on the systems that they're working in. You can't solve things from the inside. You don't even have the right worldviews or understanding. And even your own parties, would not support you because they'd be afraid to lose their jobs to apply the right solutions, even if you could figure it out what they were. So it's kind of sad. It's sad that you guys are doing the laissez-faire business as usual. Au Canada, je crois pas dans l'existence d'un parti vert. Puis c'est facile à prouver ça. Puis c'est facile à savoir les choses qui ne concentrent pas dessus, mais qui devraient. Puis ceux qui le font, concentrer dessus, c'est encore avec de l'information limitée, puis c'est encore trop tard dans les années de quand que ça aurait été la priorité. Fait que l'existence d'un parti vert, c'est un petit peu une pièce sur un tableau d'échecs qui fait que ça sert un rôle spécifique dans les dynamiques de les partis politiques au Canada, mais ça sert pas vraiment. Mais tu peux voir ici la culture du recyclage qui s'en vient de pire en pire, pas juste sur l'île de Vancouver, Colombie-Britannique, mais partout au Canada. On veut même pas parler de ça, ou qu'est-ce qui se passe, qu'est-ce qu'on enterre comme poubelle, ou qu'on l'envoie nos poubelles, puis comment que des partis politiques, presque toutes, ont voulu se servir de la grandeur du Canada pour avoir des places pour d'autres pays, enterrer des choses dangereuses. Mais des choses, juste si on fait un profit. Mais si on a des choses dangereuses, puis on peut s'en débarrasser d'un autre pays, ben on va le faire. Puis il y a bien des pays qui ont des politiciens aussi là, qui pensent que le plus tu pushes l'argent en haut, puis tu mets tes citoyens en danger juste avec l'image que tu démontres de toi-même, mais que vraiment tu mets en danger tes propres citoyens, comme au Canada. Il n'y a pas un parti au Canada politique qui ne met pas le futur de vos enfants et petits-enfants en danger. C'est certain que il faut vous déniaiser à un moment donné, là, parce que c'est dur de vous prendre au sérieux. T'sais, vous êtes des personnes, disons, qui viennent de sortir d'un asile de fous. Vous avez encore des addictions. Vous pensez retourner dans vos vies avec 2-3 outils de plus, mais vos vies étaient toxiques, puis vous voulez retourner dans une vie toxique avec 2-3 outils de plus pour être plus efficace dans votre toxicité. Ben, tu sais, c'est dur de vous prendre au sérieux, là, que ce soit une police, un médecin, un juge. Je le vois dans vos yeux, dans votre conversation, que vous êtes pas mal inutile au niveau de vous aider à vous servir de votre cerveau efficacement.